Previously on the Contender Challenge.
I'm Sugar Ray Leonard, 6-time world boxing champion and the host of the Contender. For the first time ever, I will be training a team of the most popular contender fighters, and together we will compete against some of the best fighters in the United Kingdom.
There are many ringside observers who feel that this first fight could be the key to it all.
Right now, Smalls is doing more of what he wants to do.
He's got the edge in speed, there's no question about that, and he's landed one or two more meaningful shots.
He finds him. Walter Wright with an offensive onslaught. Can he pull off the come from behind win here in this final round? Great Britain! A split decision win for Anthony Small. The UK team has jumped out 1-0 on top of the Americans.
But Minter now starting to unload, and the crowd responds immediately.
Minter seemingly in control with...
What a good shot!
Big shot from the American!
And it enters out!
It's over! Freddie Curiel smelled it, went after it, and got it. Fight number 3, Alfonso Gomez and Martin Concepcion. Gomez dominating the first half of the fight.
There it is.
Left uppercut, and he does it. Alfonso Gomez finishes him off. Another knockout for Team USA.
Tonight, contender newcomer Jerson Ravelo tests his boxing skills against Newcastle's own Paul Buchanan in the 4th of 6 featured matchups. It's the Contender Challenge, UK versus USA.
Welcome back to the first ever International Contender Arena. It's the Metro Radio Arena in Newcastle, England. The crowd here gearing up for fight number 4 in the best of 6 Contender Challenge, UK versus USA. Welcome back to Newcastle, England. I'm Joe Tessitore. In recent years, the Contender Series has broken barriers, taking unknown fighters and making them boxing stars, crossing borders to do it now. They have taken that spirit and gone global. Fans all over the world had connected to the dedication and the passion that these fighters have shown. Now a challenge between the UK and the USA. This is fight number 4. Let me introduce you to my broadcast partners. As always, I'm ringside with legendary trainer Teddy Atlas and British boxing expert John Rawling. John, where do we stand?
Well, we stand at 2 points to 1 for the United States, and importantly as well, 2 stoppages. The scoring's like this. You have 1 point for each winning fighter, either by points or by stoppage, a draw, half a point each, and after the 6 fights, if it's 3-3, it goes to a tie-break. Then you have a knockout count, a KO count, and the team which has the most KOs would emerge victorious. The score at the moment, as I say, 2 points to 1. In the opening fight, Anthony Small, an orthodox British fighter, outpointed Walter Wright. But then in the second fight, great drama as Freddie Curiel came back from behind to stop Ross the Boss Minter in the 8th and final round. And the third fight, the very, very popular Alfonso Gomez, simply too good for Martin Concepcion, and a 7th round TKO.
Here's what Martin Concepcion had to say after the fight.
Very hard punch off, very tough boy. I hit him with some good shots, he hit me with some good shots. Cracking fight, you know. I wanted to see the final bell, to be fair, but I just apologise to all the fans that's travelled up here. You know, I gave my best, but the best just weren't good enough on the day.
So interesting, because with about 3 minutes to go in fight number 2, the Americans were not in good shape. All of a sudden now, Teddy, they're in control, and they may have a big advantage here in this 4th fight. For the first time, we're seeing a fighter that was not part of the Contender reality series. Jerson Ravelo, though, is well experienced, going up against a local ticket seller here in Newcastle, Paul Buchanan.
Yeah, as I said from the beginning, throughout this tournament, the more experience favors, for the most part, the United States team, and no different in this bout. Ravelo not only more experienced with the better fighters in the pros, but he was a real good amateur, having represented the Dominican Republic in the year 2000 in the Olympics. So really a tough spot for Buchanan, but that great intangible, Buchanan has not learned how to lose, and he's going to need that. And he's put himself in a little bit of a more difficult position because he's coming off in the biggest fight of his career, 1 year and 4 months of inactivity. But he's going to have to show that confidence of an unbeaten man against Ravelo, who's dangerous with the right hand.
Can that unbeaten attitude and hometown edge of Newcastle's own Paul Buchanan overcome all the advantages that Jerson Ravelo has? Here's a closer look at both men.
My name is Jerson Ravelo. I'm a 2000 Olympian from the Dominican Republic. I reside in Newark, New Jersey, and I'm a part of the Contender Challenge.
The thing with Jerson Ravelo is the fact that here's a young man who we tried to get on season 1, even season 2. But there was always injuries, there was always problems with him, and took the same road I took, being an Olympian. Didn't win the gold medal, but still had a little star power. So to Jerson, this is like his big break.
The ultimate goal is to get a title shot, and seeing that Manfredo and Mora are getting title shots is very encouraging to work with the Contender group.
It's great for any fighter's career.
You know, the Contender audience doesn't know a Jerson Ravelo, but once they have an opportunity to watch him and meet him, they will fall in love with this young man.
We're coming.
Paul Buchanan, he's a guy that's been avoided. He's not a banger, he's a boxer, he's got a good chin, good amateur credentials.
The Contender Challenge is a dream to me. I've watched the Contender for the past 2 years and I absolutely loved it. My wife always said, if it came over here, would you love to be in it? And I was like, yeah, of course I would love to be in it.
Representing Newcastle,
It's the first chance I've had in my professional career to showcase my talent in front of my home fighters.
He's up against a big banger, big middleweight in Jerson Ravelo, huge for the weight. How he makes middleweight, I just don't know, must have hollow legs.
Jerson Ravelo, 161.1 pounds.
This game is going to be flashy and what have you. I'm just going to walk through it, to be honest.
No one's going to be able to help him. It's just me and him.
He wants to dictate the pace of the fight, which is a good thing for me because, I like guys that come right at me.
My home crowd, they're going to say in a very exciting fight, I'm tough, I'm game, I can take a shot, and I can also give it as well.
We're going to have some exchanges. I don't know if it's going to be a knockoff, it's going to be a decision win, but I'm going to win.
Coming up next, the opening bell. The Contender Challenge, UK versus USA.
Stay in the centre of the ring. Do not let him force your back, Paul. Hands up, he's taller than you. Jab up to him. Jab up to him. Jab with him. Don't let him get his range. So nail him with your jab, you hear me? Centre of the ring. Don't bite. You get caught with a shot, roll your head, get back in the centre. Bang. Turn around, hold him, block him, back in the centre. Use your jab. This fight can be won in the centre, using your jab, alright? Good man, don't be worried. You're in great shape.
Let's keep it going, man.
15 minutes.
Use your talent, baby. You win every time.
15 minutes, really.
Metro